Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin, joined with you here. This is a Team F Line Sports production of Hayesville Yellow Jacket football. How you doing tonight, Brack?
I'm doing great. Caleb, how you doing?
I can't complain. It is an absolutely gorgeous night out here, really in all of Western North Carolina. As we just we finished our pregame show, and it looked like pretty much everyone had pretty nice weather for tonight's games. So don't expect last week it did not rain come game time, which was nice, but the fields were soaked and it affected many teams.
Yeah, there was definitely some moisture in the air. I was, got to go down to the Murphy-Hayesville game, and you could definitely tell just by walking through the field to get to the stands how wet the grass actually was.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about that. But, hey, it's a great night for football here in Hayesville. We talked about it a little bit in our pregame show, but we'll get in-depth now here, Brack, now that we're talking about our Yellow Jacket football. Swain, very good opponent. Obviously, we're coming off a big loss to Andrews and a big loss to Murphy, and we lost big to Andrews, and Swain beat Andrews pretty bad.
Yep.
Actually, it wasn't bad. It was a 9-point game, I think. But I think the biggest thing I take from that game was Swain was in control the whole time, and so if you're Hayesville tonight, if you want to compete with Swain, let's just be honest, you're gonna have to bring your A game.
Yeah, definitely. I got to watch some of the Swain Andrews film. And I thought Swain did a fantastic job at stopping that Andrews run game. Hayesville's a little bit more balanced. They're going to probably throw a little bit more than they run.
For sure.
So that's that creates a different challenge. You don't really know what area to necessarily to focus on. But they're definitely going to come here to play. So Hayesville's going to have to be ready to play this game.
Yeah, 210% for sure, Brack. One of the things though that is interesting, and we're going to find out, is Andrews went 2 for 17 passing against Swain last week. Was it because Andrews doesn't have a very good passing attack? I would say that's part of it. But does Swain have a really good pass defense? I don't know the answer to that yet. And I tell you what, Hayes is going to pass enough that we'll find out tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know that Swain has necessarily been tested in, their defensive backs and their safeties covering the ball. I did, those linebackers, in my opinion, seem to kind of cheat up a little bit. I know they were playing Andrews. They're going to have to do that. It'd be interesting to see how well they can cover.
Yeah, absolutely. As we get some camera shots from around the field, obviously, I think for Hayesville tonight, too, defensively, we talked about in our pregame shows, can you stop the big play? Can you stop the big play? And so for the Yellow Jackets, Swain's defense, or Swain's offense, has banked on the big play a lot this year, Brack. And so if you're the Hayesville defense, maybe it's not a night where you want to be ultra aggressive and you want to sit back and force them to sustain drives on you.
Yeah, when you play a team like Swain that's going to run that veer option, you really got to play your position. You got to be disciplined. You got to look for plays to happen. You got to be able to read it pretty quickly, and I think that's going to determine a lot of this ball game is how Hayesville can react and cover that. That's a lot of people to cover, 3 different people. So that's a challenge, but we'll see how Hayesville can respond to that.
Yeah, I think back to the one game where Swain faced a team that threw the ball a lot was when they faced Smoky Mountain. They beat Smoky Mountain, and one of the things they were able to do is they kept Smoky Mountain from getting big plays. The quarterback for Smoky Mountain went 14 for 23, but only for 140 yards. That's the one time this year that they've really been able to face a passing attack. And so it's been a while for them. Obviously, Andrews tried a lot of passes last week, was not successful whatsoever. But also in regards, let's take a brief look at some of Swain's big playmakers, Brack, because I think first off and foremost, like it is oftentimes, not just in high school football, but college and the NFL, if you're the Yellow Jackets, you have to have attention on Gabe Lillard the whole night.
Definitely.
When you're running a veer system, he's the man.
Oh, for sure.
He's making all the choices, and so if you can rattle him, that's where, maybe, just maybe, we have a chance to sneak up on Swain. Last year we beat Swain, and both teams are bringing back fairly similar teams.
Yeah.
Neither team's lost a ton. One of the things that I think has been big for Swain this year, though, Brack, and big for Gabe Lillard, is he was in and out a lot of the year last year. He didn't play basketball last year, but Donovan Groenwald, the senior wide receiver, cornerback, free safety, kind of a do-it-all guy for them. I mean, he's obviously, you want to lock up your number one corner on him and have a safety over top. But I think what's helped Gabe Lillard is they have another wide receiver this year that's really emerged, and he also is a punt returner for them oftentimes, and that's Cooper Hyatt, the 6 foot 170 senior wide receiver cornerback. He's that guy, make you miss in space. And so if you're Hayesville, they're going to want to establish their run, but you don't want to get so bottled up on their run and their option attack that all of a sudden as a DB, I didn't play DB. You played some DB back in the day, Brack. You never want to look behind you and see Cooper Hyde or Donovan Groenwald behind you.
No, absolutely, because if they get the ball in some space, they can make some big plays happen. Like you said earlier, you got to limit those for Hayesville to have a chance in this game. I know that if I'm Hayesville's defense and I'm the defensive backs, if it's a passing situation, I'm going to find number 6 on the field. Because that's, he has the majority of the receiving yards, the receptions, everything like that. You touched on Gabe Lillard earlier. It's really, with a veer-type offense, you put the ball in his hands, and it's about him making the right decisions. So Hayesville's going to have to, try to disguise what they want to do, get him confused, but definitely not let him outside. He's got some wheels.
No, I think one of the things you have to do, and you're a former option quarterback, Brack, is you got to force Lillard to make the pitch.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes as an offense, if you get to the pitch back, it can be a big play. But, but the way I look at it is any type of triple option, veer, wing backs, wing T, first thing you got to do, stop the fullback give.
Yep.
Then you got to stop the quarterback. And then a lot of times, especially at the high school level, that pitch gets a little dicey, and that's the one weakness I have seen from Swain, Brack.
Yeah, absolutely. I have 2 guys started. That's Gabe Lillard, the quarterback, and then I've got Carson Taylor, that running back, who's going to get that ball. If you stop him, I think you got a good shot at really making this a ball game.
Absolutely. We're going to pause real quick and throw it over to Hayesville's PA announcer, Jeff Vardo, and the Hayesville High School Marching Band, and we'll go to commercial break after that, but we will first tune in for the national anthem.
Once again, we'd like to welcome everyone for turning out tonight for Friday Night Football in the mountains. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to remove all your headgear. Please stand for a moment of silence, followed by the playing of our national anthem by our Hayesville High School Marching Band. Thank you.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you here live at Frank R. Long Memorial Stadium. Great night for football, Brack. Good to be back on the call with you tonight. The only thing that would be better if you're a Yellow Jacket fan is if your Yellow Jackets can play a little better. I'm not even talking about a win. I'm not talking about a loss. This is high school football. That's wins and losses. While everyone wants to see them, it's not always the most important thing. As there's a lot of other stuff going on in our world right now. I'm just thankful these young athletes are here and we're playing a football game tonight. I honestly, I swear, with the way this COVID season, really the last 2 COVID seasons go back, until it's like, okay, the teams are lining up. The captains are coming out the field. Okay, we're definitely playing tonight. I mean,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think that happened at a Pisgah game earlier this year where both teams were there and had gone through their initial warm-ups, and then they found, like, the result of some kid's COVID test, and like, okay, we're going to postpone until Monday.
Wow.
I mean, so it's like you never know. But I just, you know what? I can tell you pretty definitively, just because they're super disciplined, Swain's going to bring a full 4 quarters. I really just want to see, can the Yellow Jackets match that?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the talent level, because that'll come out in the wash. But can the Yellow Jackets have a 4-quarter effort?
Yeah, they've really showed some flashes of great potential. Unfortunately, things just haven't went their way. They got down early against Murphy last week. That really put them in a bad situation. And, I'm looking for Hayesville to see who on that team is going to step up and really become the leader.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you got to look to guys like Taylor McClure and Logan Caldwell, even though they're not seniors or a sophomore and a junior. Those are kind of your go-to guys right now. And as much as I hate to say it, and I don't want to put undue pressure on them, but this team goes as Logan Caldwell goes. When he plays really, really well, I feel like the Yellow Jackets can compete with anybody.
Yeah.
And when he plays, average or below average, we're going to struggle to stay with teams. And, that's a lot of pressure on a young man. You played the quarterback position. You understand that. But when a quarterback, especially when we got a young guy like Logan Caldwell, we've seen him at times this year elevate his play and throw for 300-plus yards.
Yep. When
he does that, the Yellow Jackets can hang with almost anyone.
Yeah, and I love the kid to death. You ask any coach around, he's the hardest worker on the team. They said that he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. I think where he needs to improve upon a little bit is responding to adversity. We saw him throw a pick. It was kind of like he was a little rattled after that. And, as a quarterback, you got to put that play behind you and go on to the next one and keep that team, that drive going. Yeah,
absolutely. Captains tonight. First with the Yellow Jackets from left to right, we got number 6, Logan Caldwell, who we were just speaking of, the junior. Number 20, Taylor McClure, a sophomore. Number 60, coming off a Team F-Line Sports Player of the Week award, the big linebacker, D-lineman, and starting center, Lane Odell. And the last captain for Hayesville, number 7, Kyle Lunsford. Trying to see between players there, Brack. For Swain, I believe, pretty sure that's number 32, Carson Taylor. Number 64, Ben Payne. And I'm waiting to catch the other numbers. That's number 6 on the far right, Donovan Groenwald. And I think that's number 15, Cooper Hyatt. I believe that's all our captains for tonight as the head referee goes through the motions. Lets them know, we're going to play clean, play safe, all those good things we're about to see. Looks like Hayesville won the toss, I believe that was the signal, and chose to receive.
Yeah, it looks like they want the ball. They want to set a statement here, first thing.
I think, a lot of times, I've heard the theory, Brack, and you can tell me what you think. You want to start games off well, so you want to put your best unit out there. So if you think your offense is your best unit, which I'd agree, Hazel's best unit probably is their offense when they're playing well, go ahead, put your offense out there, get a hot start.
Yeah, you're at home, there's not as much pressure. It's real difficult to get the ball on the road. Typically you see a deferral there, but Hayesville's chosen to go with the ball in their hands, start the game off, and hopefully they can drive down the field and capitalize.
Absolutely, and we saw that Hayesville do that last week, Brack. And they actually had a decent drive as far as being able to do what their offense needed to do, but it was the penalties that killed them. I mean, first you had a holding on kickoff return, and I think holding on your first play from scrimmage. And then, you completed, was it a third down play they completed? And then they had to redo it because there was a legal block or a holding again.
Yeah, and I think, something else.
Here come the Yellow Jackets.
I think something else for Hayesville is when they get in the red zone, they're going to have to score, especially against a good Swain team like this.
You cannot waste possessions, and Hazel's done great moving between the 20s, Brack, at times. And then you get inside that 20. I'd look, especially at home on your turf, I'd look for the Yellow Jackets to go back to some sets we saw early in the year, maybe that double H-back look, some different things, some wrinkles. Because all that matters at the end of the day, Brack, it doesn't have to look pretty. It can be a trick play. It can look beautiful. It can be either or somewhere in the middle. No one cares when you cross that goal line. If you run the fumble-rooski and your starting right guard picks up the ball and goes for a touchdown is a touchdown and 6 points.
Absolutely.
And so if you're the Hayesville Yellow Jacket offense, find a way by any means necessary when you get in the red zone, put up points. And I think if you're Swain, it's similar. Can Swain sustain long drives tonight? I'll be really curious to see.
I agree 100%.
And then, the last thing we've not talked about, special teams, Brack.
Yeah, I did see one of their kickers look like he got taken out in the pregame warm-ups by his own player for Swain. But I think they worked on him and got him back in the game. So, Well, you know, it could come down to special teams in a game like this.
And hey, don't look now, but or maybe do look now. One of the guys will catch him on camera once they kick it deep. Freshman Michael Money starting at one of the kick return spots. Hey, I wouldn't put it past the young man. He's got some wheels and some moves, especially when you give him some space on something like kickoff return. I'd love to see the young freshman bust one tonight.
Definitely, he runs hard. He doesn't run scared. And
it is a deep kick. It is to Money. He lets it bounce twice, lets it bounce 3 times. That's not what you want to do. Pick it up. But he does make a man miss, makes one more miss, and wow, he gets hit hard and stays up. I'm sure if you're Chad McClure, you're telling him, don't let the ball bounce 3 times, but I tell you what, he did a great job after he picked that up to still get positive yardage. And they're starting further than it would have been if it was a touchback.
Yeah, he did the best in that situation he could. You know, probably a little jitters. It's his first big game at home on varsity, and but I thought he did well, you know, making something out of nothing.
Yeah, you know, if you catch that one in the air and get the same amount of return yards, you might be out to the 40. Logan Caldwell in the backfield, Dawson Devane at running back, Hazel in a twin wide receiver set. Taylor McClure motions. It's a pop pass to Taylor McClure. Doesn't have a whole lot of room. Looks like he just picks up 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on. Swain, you know, was ready for that. Yeah, looks like
only
maybe
about a yard. So 2nd and 9. Got a flag. I think that's going to be a snap infraction. Lane Odell picked the ball up. Trying to get a different, change his grip before he snapped it. As a center, you can't pick the ball up. You have to. Some part of it has to be touching the turf. You know, you maybe can get a little. He picked it all the way up. That was just a mistake by the young player. So that's going to back Yellow Jackets up. Those are the kind of things we got to avoid, Brack. 2nd and 14. Quick pass, Kyle Lunsford. He gets all the way out to the 30. Gets that penalty yardage back and a couple more. You know, if without that penalty yardage back, that would have been first down area.
Yeah, Caldwell did a good job of getting the ball out of his hands quick, and that's what to make that play work, it's got to happen almost instantly, and he did a good job of getting that ball out of his hands.
And good job by, after making an error, Lane Odell. Perfect snap, because if that ball's not snapped perfectly, you can't make that quick pass.
Oh, yeah. He'll rebound.
Caldwell tries to get him going on the cadence, the old Aaron Rodgers. Fake snap. Doesn't get him, though, as Swain's very disciplined. Going to be a quick pass out to Taylor McClure. Makes one guy miss, lowers his shoulder, and he gets out very close to first down yardage, Brack. I mean, that was a great second effort by Taylor McClure. I mean, he was hit at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he did a great job to get off that tackle. A little bit more of a block in that could have been a real big player.
First down.
That was enough for a Yellow Jacket first down.
And we got another flag. I'm confused.
37-yard line of the Jackets.
What is? I don't understand what's going on. Did Lane Odell?
How do you call was that a false start after the play?
I guess if Odell picked up the ball again, a snap infraction is the same motion as a false start.
Gotcha. Interesting.
This is 3rd week at center. I mean, he's done really well. I don't understand what's happening all of a sudden. Good old Smoky Mountain referees. I would say the best in the business, but they're not. 1st and 15. Caldwell fakes it. Doesn't have anybody. Out the scramble. He chucks it long, and that's intercepted. He underthrew that. Lunsford had a step, and Caldwell underthrew it, and now I think the flag's going to be a hold on Hayesville. That was an RPO look, Brack. And if you're Caldwell, once the throw's not there, you pretty much got a quarterback keeper because your linemen are moving downfield.
Yeah, you know, I think Lane's he's got a guy heads up on him, and he's coming hard. So you know, he's got a lot to do before the play. You know, he's got to look at him. He knows he's going to get hit, so he's got to focus on that snap, and he can't move the ball around.
Hazel's defense out on the field after the interception. There was holding, but obviously after intercepting it, Swain declines the holding call. Handoff back to number 3, Josh Collins, and he gets good yardage on first down. Looks like it's going to be a first down. That's just the old buck sweep.
Yeah, he had great blocking out front and was able to pick up that first down pretty easily.
0-0 still here in the first quarter, 10-12 left to play. This is a Team FYM Sports production. Team FYM Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. Glad to be out here in Hayesville tonight. Got another game over in Andrews, so you can go double barrel, have one game on your phone, one game on your TV tonight, Brack.
Yeah, it's a great night for football. If you can't make it out to one of these games, definitely tune in.
And they're going to call a face mask on Hayesville. Referee's motioning for it. Hayesville was able to stop him for just a 4 or 5 yard gain, and I guess the reason they brought him down was a face mask. And that's the story of the game right now, Brack. We've got, what have we had, 6 plays and 3 penalties on Hayesville and none on Swain. That's the story of the game right now.
Yeah, and that's not what you want out of Hayesville. You know, if you're a Hayesville fan starting off the game, that's going to put them in Swain in great field position. They're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined and play a little bit cleaner.
1st and 10 from Hayesville's 21. Swain is. Gabe Lillard coming under center. Josh Collins and number 32, Carson Taylor in the veer set. Tight end motions. Lillard's going to keep it himself. Fighting to get off people. He makes multiple guys miss, and he's finally wrapped up. Wow. Talk about tough to bring down.
Yeah, he gave it every effort he had in that end, but, you know, fortunately for the Jackets, they were able to swarm him and take him down.
You got to gang tackle on a young man like that.
Definitely.
But as well, you know, even if you're the first tackler there, if you're Yellow Jackets, you got to hang on and you got to drive through. You can't, you know, hip and ankle tackles aren't going to bring this guy down. You got to wrap up.
Yeah, and if you're on the backside, you got to, with a quarterback who's as mobile as him, you really got to stay at home and keep him from cutting back across the field and picking up the big yards.
2nd and 12. Lillard hands off to Collins, who's out to the right. He's got tons of room. Once again, it's off to the races. One man to beat, and he is out at the 1 yard line. I mean, I tell you what, the second they snapped that ball back and it was sweep right, there was a trucking lane to get through. Great job by the Swain offensive line clearing the way.
Definitely.
First and goal from the 1.
If I'm Swain, I'm giving it to the fullback right here.
Yeah, you're giving it to me. Or even quarterback sneak. And they quarterback sneak it. Lillard in for the touchdown. Swain takes an early lead here in Hayesville. And what we talk about, Brack, penalties and turnovers for the Yellow Jackets.
Absolutely, and, you know, responding to adversity. You get all those penalties your first drive, turn the ball over, they drive down and score. We'll see how Hayesville can respond to this.
Extra point is up, and it's good. So Swain takes an early 7-0 lead, and we're going to take a quick break before the kickoff. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin. This is Hayesville football and a Team F-Line Sports production. We'll be right back with you. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you for the next kickoff. It's another kickoff to Money. He catches this one, and he's looking for blockers, and he gets hit hard, breaks the first tackle. The second one brings him down at the 31. So decent starting field position again for the Yellow Jackets. If you're Hayesville, you just got to avoid the penalties, Brack. I know Caldwell threw the interception, but he saw that flag get thrown, and I think that rattled him a little bit. But let's see what the Yellow Jackets have. Caldwell takes a snap. It's a handoff to Devane. He makes one guy miss and only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Big number 79. I don't have that number on the roster, so they've had a number change, Brack, but he's a big old boy. And Dawson Devane was able to juke out of the way, but once he got penetration, it allowed for the linebackers to come downhill and find Devane.
Yeah, Swain's linebackers do a great job of attacking downhill first. They're gonna emphasize stopping that run. We'll see if they get a little greedy and Hayesville can take advantage of that. I know they like to throw it over the middle.
Yeah. Taylor McClure deep this time. It's a rollout. Caldwell looking for somewhere to throw. He finds Lunsford, who gets about 5-6 yards and makes it 3rd down and 5, 3rd down and 4, which makes it manageable.
Yeah, great ball, great catch. That's what you want out of if you're a Hayesville player. Hopefully they can get this 1st down here.
I think one of the things you're going to see for Hayesville, a lot of underneath stuff right now, Brack, and that's one of the things when you don't have a strong run game, if you can throw a lot of underneath stuff, that's how you bring the safeties up. You know, a lot of times pass-only teams, you keep a safety deep no matter what, but if you do a lot of underneath stuff, maybe you have a chance to look for something deeper. It is a deep ball to Taylor McClure, and it's broken up. Great pass coverage. Caldwell needed just a little more on that one. Ball broken up by number 15. Who else? Cooper Hyatt.
Yeah, I think if you're Logan Caldwell, you're going to want that back. I think you'd want to step in to that throw a little bit better because Taylor McClure, you get that out in front of him, that's 6.
Yeah, he had a time to throw. It's one of those ones he threw it on the run. You didn't have anyone near you, though. Just set your feet, then make the throw.
Yeah, he's been running around, being chased a lot this game already.
Yeah.
It's hard to just flip the switch and, get back to planting those feet and throwing it down the field. But he's definitely got the arm for it.
Isaac Chandler on to punt. Pretty good punt. Fair catch. To about the 28, so that's a 32-yard punt, I do believe.
Not a bad punt, Caleb.
No, it's been a struggle for Hayesville this year. Isaac Chandler, the kicker, is taking over some of the punting duties. We know Avery Leatherwood, who's out for the year with a shoulder injury, or probably out for the year with a shoulder injury. We've seen Jake McTaggart punt. He's suspended right now. But quick bubble screen for Swain. Gets about 4 yards. Back out to Cooper Hyatt, rewarding him for making a big play at DB. I was saying there was a punting situation, and hopefully having Isaac Chandler back there may have solved some of those issues. As I think he only punted once at Murphy last week, but it was a good one. That was a pretty decent punt there. Had good hang time, forcing a fair catch. 2nd and 6. Willard under center. Taylor and Collins behind him. Hand off to Taylor, who charges up the middle for about 6 or 7 yards. And we got a late flag, though.
Yeah,
and if you look, number 78 for Swain, Conrad Henderson's got his hands on his head, so it probably means it's on Swain.
Yeah, it looked like 55, Ricky McCulloch from Hayesville had a chance to make that play, but, that fullback, number 32 for Swain, is going to attack downhill hard, and he just kind of drug him with him there.
Yeah. They list Carson Taylor as a running back. He's a fullback if I've ever seen one, Brack.
Oh, he's thick, that's for sure. He's definitely built like a fullback.
Referee's taking a while to talk about this one.
We need the Jeopardy theme song going on right
I
here.
think that might be a copyright issue, Brack. I'm not sure. If we could have it, I'd go with it. You could sing it for us.
Yeah.
It's a personal foul on Swain. That's going to back him up.
Hayesville catches a break there. They had enough for the 1st down, but got that personal foul and backs him up.
How is it? They said it's 1st down. I don't understand. Because the chains didn't move. Well, okay, you get the 1st down, then it backs you up.
Gotcha.
That doesn't make sense, Brack. That's incorrectly done, but we're moving on with it because we don't have a choice. Pass to Hyatt. He bobbles it. And I tell you what, Asher Brown, great timing. Hit Hyatt in the back, as the ball was coming in, not early, but just as the ball was coming in. That is perfect DB play.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to him. They haven't really thrown it deep yet. Asher Brown's able to come up with that big play and keep him, second long.
Yeah, and that's what you see from the DB play, Brack. You've played some corner yourself. When you're playing corner, you can't get in front of a slant. All you can do is time it right and force the incompletion if the quarterback makes a good throw, just as Asher Brown did there. Another sweep, this one to number 6. I think that's number 6. Is that Donovan Groenwald, I believe? It is.
Yep.
That's interesting. Groenwald getting some time at running back after playing a lot of wide receiver throughout his career mainly.
Yeah, and it's not always a bad thing to do to get some, reps at different positions, especially in the Smoky Mountain Conference. You're going to take some big hits, and you never know where you'll be needed next week.
Exactly. Groenwald split back out wide now, motioning. Lillard takes the snap. It's a handoff to Collins. Hazel wraps him up right near the line of scrimmage. I tell you what, that's exactly what you got to do. I'm trying to see who that was. It looked like, Lane Odell. Got him about 1 yard past the line of scrimmage, wrapped him up. Really kind of suplexed him a little bit. You can't really pick a player up too much. You're encroaching on personal foul territory, but hey, whatever you got to do to get him down, right, Brack?
Yeah, especially, he's a little undersized compared to that back and did a good job there.
Lillard makes a late pitch. Whew, that's dangerous. Oh, and the ball's out, but it rolls out of bounds, Brack.
Yeah, Taylor McClure looked like he had a chance to get a finger on that ball, and if that happens, you never know what could happen after that.
But it's a Swain first down. We talked about that, and we saw it, I think that running back, when he took the pitch, I don't know if he ever really got it secured.
Yeah, you said that in the pregame, you really want to get the ball to that pitch man, because when you're out there in space, you think you're wide open, you never know what happens. It's hard to hold on to that ball.
Oh, high snap. Get after it, boys. He dribbles it around, and he is tackled 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the smart thing to do would be just fall on it at that point. He tried to pick it up. It looked like he was dribbling it like a basketball.
A little bit, yeah. This turf does make the ball bounce a little bit. When it hits grass, you're not going to see it bounce.
Right.
Super high. The turf, that ball took quite the bounce. So that's going to be, second and 30? Yeah, second and 30. Looking to pass. They're chucking it deep. Oh, Caldwell slips. That's probably too deep for Caldwell to get. He did not bite on the pump fake, though, Brack.
Yeah, it looked like Gabe Lillard and his receiver were on a little different page. He looked like he stopped a little short, and Gabe Lillard was going for it all there.
Good job by Caldwell, though. That's smart. You're second and 30. Don't bite on the double on a pump fake or on a double move.
No, you want to keep everything up front. You need to run up, make the tackle, and
it's the same thing here. Third and 30.
Absolutely.
Lillard takes a snap, looking to pass, looking deep. Oh boy, he's got somebody. Asher Brown's there though, almost intercepts it.
Yeah, he was in a good spot. Again, Lillard's got a cannon on his arm. I'll give it to him.
I tell you what though, Brack. I don't know if you saw it. Did you see number 81, Nathan Bogdanowicz, the tight end? Lillard got locked in there. Bogdanowicz was open.
In the middle of the field?
Yeah, about the 45. If you make that catch, Taylor McClure's back there, so maybe he doesn't get all the way to first down territory. But that was his open wide receiver.
Yeah.
Lucky for the Yellow Jackets, they missed it there because Asher Brown was all over that one.
Yeah, that was a great defensive stop for the Yellow Jackets.
McClure and Caldwell back deep for the punt. It's a short punt. That's just one you got to get out of the way. Yeah, that's not a very good punt, Brack. They were at the 30, and that thing bounced out about the 41 of Swain. So that's no more than a 15-yard punt.
Yeah, it looked like Asher Brown was able to put a little pressure on that punter, and that may have affected the punt.
Yeah, and this is what we talked about, Brack, for the Yellow Jackets. Another rough start. Let's be frank about it.
Yep.
Penalties, a turnover. Gave up a touchdown on defense because your defense started in bad field position. But now, look what you did.
Yep.
Now you got a chance. You're in your opponent territory. Respond. Hand off to Taylor McClure. He's up the middle. He's got nowhere to go, Brack.
No, I've said it a couple times already. Those linebackers, you know, they're looking for the run. They're going to attack downhill quick.
And you just look at it, Brack. You know, Hayesville's D-line's doing Hayesville's offensive line, is doing a pretty decent job. They're not allowing massive penetration, but they're not getting a push. They're definitely outsized when you look at that three-man front for the Maroon Devils. 2nd and 10. .440 left to play here in the first quarter. It's a pitch to Taylor McClure. He gets to the outside. Makes one guy miss on a spin move, but only gets out about to the 40. So that's a 3-yard gain, going to make it 3rd and 7 from the Maroon Devil 40-yard line.
Yeah, I'll give it to Taylor McClure there. It really looked like he didn't have a hole to run to. He was able to get outside and get some positive yards on that play.
Man, I know Swain's got some good defensive backs. I'd love to just see they're playing one-on-one on the outsides a lot, though. I'd love to see him take a deep shot to Asher Brown, possibly. Finds Kyle Lunsford open in the middle of the field. Makes a guy miss. Big 3rd down gain. 20-yard catch. Or should I say a 5-yard catch and a 15-yard run, Brack. 1st down, Yellow Jackets. And here we are in the red zone.
Yeah, I think the safeties were feeling much like you and were looking on the outside for a play.
Hayesville going quick. Handoff to Devane. He finds a little bit. Going quick. Got that D-line for Swain. Not quite in position right away. And that's a good 3-yard gain on 1st down. 3 yards on 1st down you'll take.
Absolutely, especially after a big play. If you can keep that positive yards, that's going to keep your momentum.
Now they look to the sideline, slow it down a little bit. Swain leads 7-0, but 3:15 left to play here in the first quarter, Brack. Folks, you're watching live on FYNTV.com. Hey, check out our other game on FYNTV.com as we have Andrews playing Cherokee as well. Caldwell looking for somebody, just going to have to take it himself. Only gets a couple yards. You know, that's hard. Caldwell had wide open receivers on the backside, but he was running for his life. It's hard to turn around and make that throw.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially when you're running towards the sideline, you know, you're not really set. It's a lot easier if you're already set in the pocket to make that backside throw. But
especially as a right-handed quarterback running to your left.
Definitely.
But hey, he gets it. You know, and that's the thing we've seen from Caldwell this year, making better decisions when he's playing well. You'll take 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yeah, he didn't force anything. He got some positive yards, and that's about all he could do on that play.
3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. Caldwell rolls out right. It's quarterback run all the way. He finds a seam. He gets there. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
That's all Logan Caldwell there. Got a good block out front, Caleb.
Yeah, Dawson Devane and one of the excuse me, folks. That was one of the Hayesville linemen got out there and made a great block.
Yeah, and the rest is all Caldwell. He was determined to get in there. He's fired up on the sidelines, Caleb. I like to see that.
This is the kind of response Hayesville needed. As you see the fireworks go up, or maybe hear the fireworks go up, our cameras don't point up quite that high, Brack. I apologize. We saw the fireworks.
Yeah, they were nice.
Good snap. Good hold, good kick, extra points up, and good for Isaac Chandler. Hayesville's tied it up, folks. 2:50 left to play here in the first quarter. It is tied up, 7-7. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin. This is Team FYN Sports Production. We'll be right back with you.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def? We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you. Yellow Jackets just tied it up on a Logan Caldwell touchdown run, 7-7. Isaac Chandler, directional kick, hits the turf, one bounce. Oh, fumble! Ball's out.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to get a helmet-to-helmet hit there, Brack. I almost
Yeah,
guarantee it. That's hard, though, because Dawson Coker, I mean, that was face mask to face mask, I think.
Yeah, I think that was actually number 25, Brian
Davenport.
Yeah, he laid the hit, but unfortunately that helmet, it was helmet to helmet and a little slow to get up there. I don't blame him. That was a hard hit.
That's a tough one, though. It's like I feel like, I could be incorrect. Maybe he got his helmet down a little bit. We don't have instant replay at Team F1 Sports. Maybe one day.
Yeah.
But
well,
it's hard if you get face mask to face mask. I mean, it's just you're trying to make a play.
Yeah, in practice they're going to preach to use those shoulder pads. That's what they're there for. I mean, not only is it going to protect that, return man, but it's going to protect yourself if you can, able to get that helmet out of the way and use those shoulder pads.
So instead of having a great kickoff that pinned them, inside their own 20, own 25, own 25, Swain's going to start at their own 37, Brack.
Yeah, that's tough, but, it's football. There's going to be some hard hits, and unfortunately, that's just how it goes.
Oh, and the ball's out. No. They're going to call a false start, I do think, Brack. And unfortunately, false start is a dead ball. So it's correctly called, I guess.
Well, I mean, on one hand, you got Hayesville. Looks like they're fired up, Caleb. They finally got that. They scored, tied it up. They're bringing some heat. They got a big hit down here. They're going to try to take up.
I've said this about the Yellow Jackets all year. Post-game shows, pre-game shows, the Friday Night Press Box podcast. Friday Night Press Box podcast that comes out on Thursdays.
Yeah,
I feel like this team, when they feel like they're in it, they can play with people. But when they get down on themselves early, we have to remember they're a really young team. Jake McTaggart's suspended right now, unfortunately. And as you see, I'm looking out on the field right now, Brack. I don't think we have a single senior on the field at the moment. And it's another sweep to Collins. Great play by Taylor McClure, who wraps him up in the backfield. Going to be a flag, but I think that's in the area of holding, if I had to guess. And if you're the Yellow Jackets, you might decline that since you got tackled for a couple-yard loss.
Yeah, great play by number 20, Taylor McClure there.
Oh, no, they're pointing in our direction, Brack. I don't know. Unless, Taylor McClure on the outside there, did he get an early jump?
We'll just have to wait and see, Caleb.
Oh, they're calling in all the referees, Brack. You know what? Why are they calling all the referees? We're going to take a quick break because who knows how long this could take to sort out.
There we go.
And we're back, folks. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin. Hey, after all that, Brack, they waved it off.
I like it. Let them play.
But it should be second down. As they got first down on the board. After all, that was a first down play, tackle for loss. Should be second down.
Caleb, if I'm running that down marker with all the flags, I'm so confused with what's going on right now.
Yeah, I think they'll sort it out after the play. Good ball into Cooper Hyatt, and he makes one man miss, gets a good block downfield. That's first down yardage. Smart by Logan Caldwell to let up as he goes out of bounds, first down.
Yeah, earlier Asher Brown played that play well. That time they caught him sitting back on his heels.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Asher Brown had him. You got to wrap up, though, Brack. Asher Brown's improved his tackling tenfold since last offseason. But that's one there where I guess he reverted back to old ways. You got to wrap up because you could have brought him down for, a 6-7 yard gain, and instead it's a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, day one, they give you shoulder pads. You got to use them.
Josh Collins out on another sweep. That's their go-to play tonight, Brack.
Yeah, you can't blame them. I mean, they're getting big yards every time they run that. Taylor McClure is able to bring him down.
It's so hard because the second you feel like, okay, we're going to put more guys to the outside to stop that, and bam, it's Carson Taylor up the middle, or even Gabe Liller on a midline play up the middle. 2nd and 5. Someone's jumped.
Oh.
And that's going to be two penalties.
And well.
As one of the Swain offensive linemen obviously jumps off sides. And then once you jump off sides, you can't. I mean, if you hit the guy in front of you a little bit on accident, that's one thing. You can't hit the linebacker.
Yeah, that was a linebacker. That was a little.
That was our deep
obvious.
linebacker.
That was a little obvious there.
Now, what are we seeing out of Swain, Brack? Hayesville struggling with some penalties early, and now it is going to be, Now
I think they may have called one on Hayesville too somehow.
Maybe you said some choice words after that.
I mean, the way he got hit, you can't really blame him, but you got to take that penalty and take those yards.
Well, they didn't motion that it was something on Hayesville. Now, okay, so that's what they're doing. They're backing it up for the false start, Brack, marking that off, and now you're marking off the personal foul. I tell you what, though, Conrad Henderson, he's a big old boy playing guard or tackle, I don't know which. As a lineman, it's so tough. You get your snap count wrong, and as an offensive lineman, all you can ask them to do is see red when they're thinking they're supposed to hit someone, and that's what he did. I don't think it was malicious by any extent.
I agree.
Lillard out the pass. No one to pass to. Kyle Lunsford trying to stop the quarterback scramble. You got to wrap up, and Lillard gets all the way back for. Oh, and we're going to have a late hit penalty. That's tough.
Yeah, if Kyle Lunsford's able to bring him down, that saves probably 7 yards there.
Plus the late hit penalty.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, though, Lillard, Smoky Mountain Conference is full of really good quarterbacks this year, Brack. It could be really called the year of the quarterback almost. Yeah. And Lillard's a tough one to bring down for one man. If you're Lunsford there, you got to try and stand him up and wait till your teammates get there.
Yep. Got to use those shoulder pads. These arm tackles aren't going to work on somebody that runs the ball as well as he does.
You can see the young referee on the far sideline, Brack, trying to tell the head ref what happened, and the head ref's trying to make sure, is it a late hit, is it not? It's okay. I mean, that's when it's like he didn't chuck him, he didn't throw him. I mean, the little push towards the sideline, I don't know. It's definitely not one that the head referee called it Murphy last week, Brack.
No, they did not.
Oh, it's going to be on Swain. I get maybe there was some action by the Swain bench.
Yeah, they got a lot of people standing on the sidelines, and you kind of get lost in that swarm. That referee must saw something that he didn't like.
And you can hear the boos from the Swain crowd. They're not happy with it. But, I mean, to be honest, Brack, I don't know what to say about it because I didn't get a great look at it. There was a big swarm. I thought maybe, I didn't think whoever the D lineman from Hayesville that made the tackle out of bounds was or forced him out of bounds, I didn't think it was anything super late. So I guess it's not a surprise. But now it's going to back Swain up again. 2nd and 20. Looking to pass deep. Double move. Gronwald's wide open. And thank goodness for the Yellow Jacket faithful because Lillard just overthrew him.
Yeah.
Asher Brown bit up just enough. And I tell you what was great about that double move was they had Cooper Hyatt underneath running a deep hitch, and that's what sucked Asher Brown up for when Gronwald went deep.
Yeah, very much understood. If he's throwing the ball, that's typically who he goes to. Good play call for Swain County, but unfortunately just didn't go their way that time.
And that's one of those things, if you're Asher Brown, I know it's tough because you gave up the hitch or the slant last time and let him get extra yardage, but you can't get beat deep.
Yeah.
Lillard back to pass, looking for somebody, and he's got him. That's a great ball. I don't know what else you can really say about that. Jeremy Graves was right there. Not the best coverage, but that ball was dropped in a bucket, Brack.
Yeah, I mean, that's the coverage you want if you're Swain. You want that linebacker on that tight end who's got a good head of steam. Jeremy, unfortunately, is unable to get there. He tried to turn around and find the ball, but it was just too late.
7-7, 1:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Going to be a handoff up the middle to Taylor. Tell you what, gets about 3 or 4 yards on first down. I think one of the things that's interesting from the Maroon Devils is I feel like their offense is struggling to find a flow. They're like I said, it's the big plays for them. Hayesville, when they can keep them to 2 and 3, 4 yards at a time, you don't want to let the deep passes and you don't want to let the long runs happen, and that's where Swain struggles. As Lillard gets out, and this is going to be trouble. Caldwell tries to bring him down. Lillard making everybody miss. Taylor McClure finally, hard hit, brings him down about the 11.
Yeah, I think Swain's, they're throwing the ball a little bit more than I would have expected in this game, Caleb.
I think one of the things you have to realize is Lillard has grown a lot as a junior quarterback, and Collins is having a pretty decent night. You know what you have in your senior fullback, but your two best skill players are Donovan Gronwald and Cooper Hyatt.
Yep.
Timeout, Hayesville. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's a tie ball game. Caleb Tom for Bragg Martin on FYNTV.com. It's Team F-Line Sports Production. We'll be right back.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tall and Bragg Martin back with you. It's 1st and 10 from the Hayesville 11. Need a big stand from the Hayesville defense. Lillard on the quarterback keeper, wrapped up quick. And see that, and that's what I don't like, Bragg. His motion is stopped right there. He's getting pushed backwards for 3 yards. Why are we not getting a whistle earlier? Because that invites a late hit from Hayesville that's not intentional, and that is a good way to get a really good quarterback, Lillard, hurt.
Definitely, yeah. You got to protect the runner. When they're driving him backwards, you're going to have to do that.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to switch sides of the field, and with the end of the first quarter, we're going to take a commercial break with it. Caleb Tallman for Bragg Martin, live on FYNTV.com.
On their own 10-yard line, driving in. 2nd down and 9. It's going to be a fullback give.
Good job by the Hayesville defense to stand that one up. I'm almost surprised, Brack. If I'm the play caller for Swain, I would have ran the sweep on either 1st or 2nd down. That's their go-to play where they're getting 5-6 yards a pop. And all of a sudden now, you're 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they may have saw those defensive ends spread out a little bit and were trying to get them slipped up in between, but didn't go their way that time.
For any of our folks watching on Facebook, I would invite you to go over to the FYN TV broadcast. That is our best broadcast coverage you'll get. As Swain punches in the touchdown, I was saying there, Brack, Facebook, the feed is okay. We hope we catch your attention if you're watching on Facebook. But if you go to FYNTV.com, that is where you're going to get the highest quality broadcast with the best audio and visual experience. As Swain punches it in, takes a 13-7 lead. I guess I was wrong because they gave it to Carson Taylor, and he was able to knock it in.
And kick is up, and it is good.
Swain takes a 14-7 lead. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin live on FLineTV.com. We'll be right back with you.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values.
Brack Martin with Caleb Tallman here. Swain kicks off. Michael Money, and he's going to drop the kick. He's able to pick it up, and that's going to be a big kickoff for Swain County, getting the ball. Hayesville's going to take over on their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. So Hayesville's going to take over on their own 15 with 11 minutes and 9 seconds left in the ball game. Or second quarter, my fault.
I think it's 7-7 now. Our game, Swain just scored to go up 14-7.
Caldwell with the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. I believe that was Dawson Devane for about a 4-yard pickup. Not a bad play on first down there, Caleb.
Absolutely not, Brack. Positive yardage on first down. It gives you, especially for an offense that wants to pass, when you can run enough to put yourself in positive situations. Now you're 2nd and 5, Brack. Do you want to take a deep shot? Do you want to throw a bubble screen? Do you want to run it again? Everything's open to you now. 10:40 left to play here in the first quarter. Caldwell rolls out left, looking for somebody. Ooh, makes a man miss. Out to the right sideline. Got some wheels. As you said, Brack, he's all the way out to the 42. 43, excuse me.
Yeah, it looked like he had some players open down deep, but unfortunately the pressure got to him. But a good scramble out of Caldwell to get the first down.
And that's what you need to see out of young Caldwell. I feel like he's getting comfortable, Brack. We saw him very comfortable at times early in the season. You know, the game of football will hit you in the face sometimes, as it's happened to Caldwell. And now we're getting back to what we saw early. Another handoff to Devane. He's got a little bit of room. Good job keeping 2 hands on it and gets about 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, he's keeping those feet turning and is able to get some positive yards even after contact. Good job. Good run by Devane there.
Yeah, that's a smart play, too, after Caldwell ran, all the way to the left, reverse field all the way to the right, and then ran for another 20 yards. I mean, Caldwell probably ran 80 yards on the last play, Brack, running around, avoiding people. So good job by the Hayesville play caller, Chad McClure, to just give him a handoff, let Caldwell take a rest. 2nd and 7. And I'm not sure there, Brack. Hazel missed the bubble screen. Caldwell tried to direct traffic, and it looked like Lunsford got hit helmet to helmet, but nothing there.
Yeah, I think the ball's a little bit out of his grasp. If that was a closer play, they may get that call.
Well, I mean, here's my theory, though. When you've got all the helmet-to-helmet stuff you're worried about, it doesn't matter if you catch it, if you drop it. It doesn't matter if the play is live or dead. A helmet-to-helmet hit is supposed to be a helmet-to-helmet hit. Third down. Big catch there by Asher Brown. Got a flag, though.
Yeah, Caldwell threw that on a rope.
try to sort it out. Sorry, we went quiet there for folks. We're trying to sort out what they had. I know you got to get the call right, Brack, but for either team, for an offense, for a defense, when it takes 15 minutes, it feels like at times, to get the right play call, to get the right call up, and they're going to wave it off.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the year, you would think that everybody would know the rules, understand them, and not have to second guess and have multiple opinions on it.
Hey, I'm never upset at a ball waved off, and they're saying fourth down, but where they've got that spotted. Okay, never mind. I counted my hashes wrong, Brack. I'm a former high school math teacher. I had a hard time counting to 3. So Hayesville, 4th and short. Chad McClure, definitely aggressive, going to go for it. But what play call do you have? I think the Yellow Jack's probably going to call a timeout here and talk about it.
Yeah, they may go on a hard count, try to draw Swain off sides. They've already done it once.
Yeah, Yellow Jack's going to call a timeout. With that timeout, we'll take the break with them and come back for the big 4th down play. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. We're live on FYNTV.com.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tom and Brack Martin back with you. Big 4th down play here. Caldwell just quick hitch route. Wow, gutsy. Asher Brown makes a huge catch. You know, that's what you see. That's when you start to see there's trust in one of your best wide receivers and trust in your quarterback, right, Brack?
Yeah.
4th and 1, we're throwing a hitch route.
Yeah, you know, Asher Brown's the one that we've said it before. They got to get the ball more in his hands. He's a playmaker. He's dangerous when he gets the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing there. They saw off coverage and said, "All right, we'll do it. Trust them." 1st down, Yellow Jackets. Got that and then some. 1st and 10 from the Maroon Devil 41. 9 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Taylor McClure in motion. Caldwell quarterback run all the way out to his right. And I tell you what, he didn't make the tackle, but Donovan Groenwald blew that play up, and now he's banged up a little bit.
Yeah, I think he took out at least 2 Hayesville players on that play.
Took a punishment to do so, though.
Looks like he'll stay in, though. Tough kid.
Yeah, he's a senior. Those seniors, especially after the last couple seasons dealing with COVID in all sports, you want to get every snap of your senior season that you can, and Groenwald has saved his best season for this year, Brack. He's played great for the Maroon Devils on both sides of the ball this year. 2nd and 11. Caldwell takes the snap, fakes the handoff, finds Lunsford, who's carrying guys out for a big 6-7 yard gain, I guess. Got a flag. Sorry, I missed it. We missed the flag, Brack, because the referee just dropped out his foot, and they're pointing at Hayesville. It's probably holding.
We have a penalty flag.
An eligible man downfield is what it looks like. That's hard. That was an RPO, and Caldwell waited an extra second and threw it to a wide receiver a little deeper.
Yeah, you got 3 down linemen. You know, you got 5 offensive linemen. It's hard to find somebody and not be downfield to block.
Yeah. That's why those RPOs, you got to hand it off or you got to throw it, I mean, literally within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because to give the perception that it could be a run, your linemen are run blocking for the most part.
Yep.
Swain leads 14-7, 8:23 left to play here in the second quarter. got a pretty good ball game on our hands, Brack. Last I checked over in Andrews, our other game live on FYM TV, Cherokee had scored to tie it up. Last I looked at 7-7. 2nd and 16. Caldwell fakes the handoff, rolls out. Another flag on Hayesville. I think that's going to be an interception.
I don't know about that, Caleb. It didn't look like he had his foot in, but
it's hard to see since
ways.
we're a long ways away. The referee was right there. In high school football, you only got to get 1 foot down. That's the second time tonight, Brack, that Hayesville's gotten a flag when we've seen Caldwell throw an interception. Sometimes you just got to realize, just throw it away or bury it at a wide receiver's feet. Don't risk it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not making excuses, but Lunsford looked to be held. It looked like he was trying to go deep there, got caught up. I mean, he ran it. His other player was pretty close. It's kind of a close play to call, but did look like he may have got held up, and I think that's Caldwell's first read there.
And now if you're Yellow Jacket defense, you got to find a way to stand tough, Brack, because Swain gets the ball to start the second half. So you're down 14-7 right now. You really want to try and keep it within a score. You don't want to be going down 21-7 with Swain getting the ball to start the second half. Another sweet play. This one out to Groenwald. Got a great block there by Carson Taylor. Oh, and Groenwald makes a man miss. Lowers his shoulder. He doesn't want to go down.
Yeah, they caught Hayesville. You know, Asher Brown didn't have a receiver split out his way. They caught him cheating in a little bit, and was able to get that outside corner as a big play for him.
I mean, that's a perfect play design because you got your outside corner as the guy that's trying to keep it inside, and you got Asher Brown versus Carson Taylor, a lead fullback, making that block. That's a tough ask for Asher Brown. And what we say, that's why they got Groenwald getting some handoffs and stuff. Find a way, any way you can, to get the ball in your best player's hands. Lillard on the quarterback keeper. He's out to the outside. Lowers his shoulder, but Isaac Chandler, or excuse me, Kevin Kleckner, saw my number on Kevin Kleckner, able to bring him down. If he doesn't.
That's 6.
Yeah. Got a flag, though. It's going to be on Swain, I think.
Yeah, I believe they're going to call a holding on them.
So that's going to repeat first down, 1st and 9. The way they call holding in high school, Brack, is just confusing to me, but it is what it is. They call it from it's a spot foul. So if they hold downfield, it brings it. So it's like you get how often do you get a 1st and 9?
Yep.
Lillard, another quarterback keeper. Great tackle there. I believe that was Davenport. No, Taylor McClure.
Yeah, they went with the same play. That time Hayesville adjusted to it and was able to make the play. Swain did pick up a few positive yards, though.
Second and 5. 6:52 left to play here in the second quarter. Looks like it's going to be close to first down yardage, Brack.
James Stroman on the carry.
Yeah, Carson Taylor with a good run, and yep, looks like they're going to signal the first down there.
So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9. If you're Hayesville D, you got to scratch, claw that ball. You got to find a way to make a play happen right here.
Yep, keep him out of the end zone.
Carson Taylor carrying, guys. All the way out. That's a great first down run by Taylor. All the way down to about the 1, maybe the 2.
Yeah, like we said, when he gets a full head of steam, he's going to pick up at least 2 yards.
That's what we've seen from him tonight. It's like you can get him down like 1 or 2 yards, or he's going to get 7 or 8. I mean, he's a power runner. Another Taylor keeper. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Maroon Devils.
Carson Taylor plunges into the end zone.
Tell you what, Swain's just executing on the Yellow Jackets' mistakes, Brack.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Hayesville's had some big penalties that's really cost them. Caldwell with a second interception, tiptoed on the sideline. Swain, you know, goes in their favor. Swain's able to capitalize. I mean, that's all there is to it. The kick is up, and it's good.
Swain leads 21-7. 3 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin, live on FYNTV.com. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with you. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Swain has taken a 21-7 lead. Excuse me while I fix our scoreboard there. 3 minutes. No, I guess our clock was having a glitch issue, Brack, because 5:48 left to play here in the first quarter. I said 3 minutes before the break, and we're known here at Hayesville, our clock's old. It's some issues. Another kickoff. This one to Davenport, who gets it. Got a little bit of room, gets all the way out to about the 27.
Brian Davenport returned the kick. Jack.
I'll give credit to our clock operators. They do a good job. At times, we have had clock issues here just electronically, not operator error. Part of me wonders if when we installed this turf field about 10 years ago, if we didn't let the squirrels into the lines a little bit, Brack. 1st and 10. Caldwell takes a snap. It's a handoff to Devane. Looking for a hole. Got to find a way to get north and south. And he is tackled for a loss. I tell you what, if you're Devane there, you're just a freshman. You got to understand. You never found a hole and you kept going to the outside. You're not a speed back.
Yeah.
You're a power back. At some point, you got to decide I'm going to get north and just lower my shoulder and try to push out a hard couple of yards.
Yeah, a little too much hesitation there. With the type of back he is, he's really more of a power back. He's not going to get busted outside typically. So
this one handoff to Taylor McClure. Bounces outside. Only able to get a couple though. Good tackling by the Maroon Devils.
Yeah, they run it to the right, run it to the left.
Now you're in a tough spot,
going.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, and you do not want to give Swain the ball back with this much time on the clock.
No, at the very minimum, you'd like to score this drive. At the very minimum, you need to get about 2 or 3 first downs to where if you do have to punt it away, Swain would probably not be too aggressive. We've only seen the Yellow Jackets take 1 deep shot tonight, Brack. See if we can get some protection for Caldwell. 3rd and 10. Back to pass. Good protection. Can't find anybody. Trying to make guys miss. And he just has to get rid of it. He just had nowhere to go, Brack. Good. That's a coverage sack.
Yeah, absolutely. There was he may have had Taylor McClure on the backside, but that's
an
impossible
throw
throw at that point. I mean,
we don't have a Brett Favre or a Joe Flacco type quarterback out there that can chuck it 70 yards on a dime. There's not many that can.
No.
Hayesville has to send out the punt unit. Number 15, Cooper Hyatt, back deep to receive. Good punt. Fair catch. And that is about a 33 32-yard punt, give or take, Brack. But I tell you what, even though it's not outrageous yardage, Chandler's getting good hang time and not allowing returns. I'll take a 31, 32-yard punt with good hang time, no return, versus a 45-yard punt that gets returned for 40 yards.
Every day, yeah, all day.
If you're Hayesville, you gotta force a stop here. You cannot go down 3 scores into halftime. That's a tough ask. Carson Taylor out for a huge run, Brack. Not what you're looking for. As Caldwell, the backside corner, forces him out of bounds after a 30, 40-yard gain.
Yeah, so that's exactly, if you're Hayesville, what you don't want to happen. Big run from Carson there. Finally hit that hole, got some space, and was able to keep it going. So Swain's going to have first down on Hayesville's 28-yard line. 3 minutes, 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Willard under center. It's going to be a QB keeper. He's going to run outside, make a man miss. Hayesville's able to come up and make the tackle.
3:45 left to play here in the second quarter, with Swain leading 21-7. Swain in no rush because they obviously already in positive territory, don't have to worry about having enough time left to score. You just don't want to give it back to the Yellow Jackets with time to score. You're hoping to get a score as the clock almost expires. Another good, solid run out for first down yardage brought down by Taylor McClure. That's Collins on the carry.
Yeah, that was a good job by Taylor McClure. He was initially blocked and was able to get off that block and go make the play. Good effort by number 20.
First and 10 from the Hayesville 19. 2:50 left to play here with the clock running in the second quarter. Collins on another sweeper. No, excuse me. Yeah, that's Collins. Hazel read it this time, tackles him for about a 1-yard loss, Brack.
Yeah, I mean, they read that play from the beginning. Taylor McClure's there to make the play. And, that's going to bring up third down. We'll see if Hayesville can bow up and get a stop on third down here.
Second down, excuse us. I believe it's second down, yeah. Another sweep to Collins again. This time he's got yardage. I tell you what, I don't know what the alignment is, Brack, but when he goes to the right, he's getting big yardage every time.
Yeah,
Hazel's going to have to make some type of adjustment.
Yeah, Swain's offensive line's getting a good push on the right side. They've been very successful running it to the right.
51, Jeremy Graves.
That's going to bring up first and goal.
From the 2. Late pitch. That's dangerous. Oh, my goodness. What a stiff arm by Carson Taylor. And that's not what you want to see. He stiff-armed Logan Caldwell, who looks like he's shaken up a little bit. Another Yellow Jacket shaken up late on the play. You don't want to get in the way of young Carson Taylor one-on-one. He is, by all definitions, a power back. As Swain takes a 27-7 lead as we await the extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good.
Going to give us a 28-7 Swain lead. 1:50 left to play here in the second quarter. Hayesville trails. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin live on FYNTV.com.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you, 28-7. 150 left to play here in the second quarter. See if Hayesville can get a good return and get some points on the board before the half. Kicks deep to Money. Catches this one. Got a little bit of room to run. Makes one guy miss. Gets wrapped up about the 23-24. Caldwell's going out there. You can tell he's banged up a little bit, Brack, but it's going to take a lot to get him out of the ball game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's a hard worker. He wants to be out there. He's not one that's going to want to, miss a snap. They may have to look, in the second half, maybe not playing him as much on defense to protect him if they want to keep him in the game, though.
$1:45 left to play here. Caldwell takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pitches out to Taylor McClure, makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, spins out for a 5-6 yard gain. Clock's running though. You gotta move here unless you're content with going to the half. Which I think you gotta find a way to get something, Brack.
Yeah, you gotta get some momentum going your way.
At the very minimum, maybe take one deep shot. Try to target someone like Asher Brown or Kyle Lunsford down the seam or on the outside. Try to get a big play somewhere. Another pitch to Taylor McClure, and this one he's tackling for a big loss. This time we're going to have a timeout Swain. So with that timeout, Caleb Tall and Frank Martin live on FIN TV. We're going to take the break with them and be back for the rest of the second quarter.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same.
Caleb Tall for Brack Martin back live on FINTV.com. 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. Caldwell back to pass. Nowhere to go, and it got holding on Hayesville. Lunsford makes the catch, but that's going to come back. That was a fairly obvious hold on Hayesville's left tackle there, Brack. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Yeah. Trying to make something happen.
Well, and as an offensive lineman, all you're thinking right there is I cannot let my quarterback get killed after he's already banged up. And sometimes, you get beat or you got to hold up and block him for too long. And I tell you what, it's better to hold than let your quarterback get drilled.
Definitely. Let's go back. Hayesville way up.
3rd and 21. What you got in the playbook for that one, Brack? Fumblerooski. No, I don't think we got that
3rd
one in
and
the
22.
design. It's hard to run the Fumblerooski when you're in shotgun.
Yeah. They may just try to run the ball, but I'm sure Swain's going to call a timeout if they do that.
Well, we're going to pass. Looking for Taylor McClure. Taylor McClure makes a great catch. He's not at first down territory, but he's really close. Swain's going to take their last timeout, or maybe they have one more out. Either way, Swain takes a timeout. So we're going to take the timeout with them, Brack. We'll be right back with you live on FYNTV.com. Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you. Hayesville brings out the punt team. 4th down. Good snap. Good punt. It's high. Ooh, backspin. That's not what you want. But Hayesville downs it with 47 seconds left at their own, or at that Swain's own 42.
Yeah, that's the kind of punt you want when you're pinning the offense back in their own end zone, not when you're trying to get out of yours.
Yeah.
Swain's going to take over on their own 41-yard line with 47 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll see if Hayesville can hold them and keep them out of the end zone.
What did we say in pregame, Brack? You don't want to let Groenwald or Hyatt behind you. And you're Asher Brown out there on an island right now. You can give up a 15-yarder. You can't give up a 40-yarder.
Yep. And
Reverse.
It looks like a reverse. Lunsford was there.
Groenwald making guys miss. I mean, you can hear the Hayesville sideline yelling for a hold. They don't get it, though.
No big play. Looks like he got out of bounds, so Swain's going to get another shot. Clock stops.
I think they've got one timeout left, 33 seconds. I do think they kicked the field goal earlier this year. See if I can get that pulled up, Brack. I think they do have at least someone they're willing to attempt a field goal with.
True. Lillard under center.
Back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got a man, and he can't come down with it high. If you're Asher Brown, you cannot let him behind you.
No,
Ooh.
that's at least the second, maybe third pass he's thrown that I guarantee you he wishes just a little bit more touch on that, and that's an easy 6.
I pulled that up, Brack. Their kicker is number 14. Gavin Lanning is 13 for 14 on extra points here, and he did hit a one field goal, but it was a 21-yarder. So they're probably wanting to get a little closer.
I think they're going for 6.
Once again, trying to find his tight end up the middle. Number 81, Nathan Bogdanowicz, if I'm saying that right, had some space, but Lillard had a little tough time threading there. I mean, it was between multiple defenders, but he definitely had a little bit of space around him.
Yeah, he's a big target. I don't blame him for looking his way, especially in the middle of the field. But Hayesville, with a little luck there, is able to, maybe deflect or influence that pass a little bit.
3rd and 10. You can just tell the Hayesville defense gassed right now, Brack. Been on the field a lot. Once again, good coverage. Kleckner was right there. Hyatt had a little bit of room. That would have been a tough one for him to bring down. That had to have been an absolute perfect ball.
Yeah, good coverage on the play for Hayesville. They were trying to slip him out, go to the pylon, but
all of a sudden it's 4th down, Brack.
They going to take another shot here, Caleb?
I mean, I'd say so.
Yeah, if you're Hayesville defensive backs, you are absolutely not letting anybody behind you at this point.
And if you're the Hayesville D-line, you got to find a way to get some type of pass rush. Lillard's had all day back there.
Yep.
This one's going to be a handoff to Collins. Gets out close. Yeah, he's going to have first down yardage. Trick them a little bit on a 4th down. Run it when you've got the DBs deep. That's going to be a first down Swain as they take a timeout. As they get the ball all the way out to Hayesville 25. We're going to take the timeout with them. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin live on FYNTV.com. Caleb Tom, Brack Martin back with you. Swain's out of timeouts, but it's 1st and 10 from the Hayesville 25. Looking deep. Oh! Is that Kleckner? Kleckner just timed his jump a little earlier. He could have had that, Brack.
I think, at that point, he's really better. Well, yeah.
No, you catch that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can at least end the half.
It looked like he may have landed on his own player, so I think he was just trying to do his best and make sure nobody got that ball. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Another end zone shot coming. Tackle eligible. How about that, Brack? There's no time left.
He tried to get out of bounds, but just not quick enough.
I'm confused there. I guess maybe the lineman was eligible, but doesn't matter, as that's the end of the half.
Yeah, there's 2 flags there, Caleb. I think they are going to call that.
They're going to sort it out, but it's halftime, folks. We're going to take a halftime break and be back with you for a little halftime talk here, see what we can figure out, what adjustments Yellow Jackets need to make. But Caleb Tom for Brack Martin, OfflineTV.com. We'll be back with you.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey, girl. Back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey, girl. Look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey, girl. You not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. Going to go over some halftime thoughts here, Brack. Just go ahead and give us your initial viewpoint on where the Yellow Jackets are at.
Well, after a lot of first quarter penalties, they were, came back, tied it up. Swain goes up another touchdown, and then the second quarter was just a whole different ballgame. Looked like, you had Caldwell's got 2 interceptions. Swain's moving the ball pretty well. Again, it's just Hayesville turning the ball over and Swain capitalizing on it. So I think it's been the big thing. We, in the pregame show, we talked about limiting big plays. That second quarter was full of big plays, unfortunately, for Hayesville, for Swain.
Yeah, absolutely. Got some halftime stats for you. Yellow Jackets have 48 rushing yards on 15 attempts. They're 8 of 12 passing for 79 passing yards with the 2 interceptions. And I tell you what, Brack, those 2 interceptions hurt because part of the problem is not that Caldwell knows, because a lot of times, obviously, as a player, I mean, even back when I was playing, when you were playing, how often did you know, unless it was right in front of your face, that there was a flag somewhere on the field until after the play? Not often.
No, definitely.
And so what's hard is if Caldwell, on both the interceptions he threw, heck, let's say those were touchdowns, they were both coming back. And so it's just, that makes it, I don't know, makes it hurt just a little bit worse. At least it does to me. But if you're Hayesville in this second half, honestly, I know your defense gave up 265 yards rushing, 56 yards passing for 321 total yards. I don't think your defense has played terrible. I think they've just been out there all night, Brack. And I think they held up on giving up the huge plays in the first quarter. And then by the second quarter, we don't have time of possession stats, but I would hate to see the time of possession stats. It's ugly. For Swain's held the ball almost the whole game. And if you're Hayesville, you're down 3 scores. Swain gets the ball. I wouldn't be stunned. Maybe the Yellow Jackets try another surprise onside. You at some point, you're going to have something break your way.
Yeah.
To get back in this game. But I think one of the things is if you just avoid the turnovers, you have a really good opportunity to play with them.
Definitely. I agree.
I think right now it's more the penalties and the turnovers, which has been the story of the Yellow Jacket season at times, is clean it up.
Yep.
We've had a couple first downs negated by that.
Yeah, I think, when Hayesville does get the ball back on offense, I think they're going to have to get some push out of their line. On their run plays, they're getting stuffed at the line. They're not getting any yardage. When Caldwell's dropping back to rush, to scramble and to make a pass, he's getting pressured.
Yeah.
That offensive line is not getting any push right now, and that's really kind of throttling down their offense, seems like.
Yeah, and I think one of the things is maybe you start running some 2 and 3 receiver routes, keep an extra blocker in possibly. That might be an option. Um, you know, and think about, can you get Caldwell some easy passes?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, you said he's what, 8 for 10?
8 for 12.
8 for 12. Okay. I mean, he's not throwing too bad. Unfortunately, he's made 2 bad mistakes. I think you got to protect him a little bit better in the second half. He's taking some big hits that he didn't necessarily need to. They may suggest, hey, if there's somebody downfield and nobody's open, at least, try to throw it away, not, avoid taking that hit. And, and on defense, I think I agree with you. I think they've done a good job and holding Swain. Swain gets a couple big plays and capitalizes on those turnovers, and, they got a 21-point advantage here.
Yeah, some halftime scores, Brack. Right now, it's Cherokee and Andrews are already in the third quarter. I was wrong. It wasn't 7-7 at half, Brack.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little confused there because Cherokee had missed the extra point, and so it's actually Andrews 7, Cherokee 6. And if you go to the other game on F1 TV, Andrews is in the red zone right now, so pretty good ball game over there. If you give me a few moments, we'll try to get a score update over from Murphy. We're going to come take a quick commercial break and be back and give a few more halftime thoughts, try to give you all some more score updates, and we'll see what our Yellow Jags can do come second half. Thanks for everyone for joining us. Want to make a quick note. If you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate you watching us. I would recommend go over to fyntv.com or the FYN TV app. It can be found on the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, or the Amazon Store, and you can put it on your TV, your phone, or your tablet, whatever smart device that you have. It's just a better viewing stream, in not only my opinion, but that's also what our analytics say. So hop over on FYN TV if you've never been on there. It's the best way to watch our games. So we're going to take a quick break and be back with you for the start of the second half. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. You're watching live on fyntv.com.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Caleb Tom and Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. Well, Brack, we got 50 seconds left. Big development when you look at the Hayesville warm-up areas. Big number 44, Jake McTaggart.
Hard to miss, Caleb.
Yeah. You can see, I don't care if it's 28-7. The whole Swain coaching staff was taking notice as he was running in the end zone trying to get fresh. So we never, got official details on it, nor do I think, especially at the high school level, you let high school administration staff, the coaching staff, athletic administration handle suspension and those kind of things. We didn't push real hard to find out, but I guess, he's not taking the field yet for a play. But if I had to guess, I'm thinking Jake McTaggart's suspension may be over as he was in street clothes in the first half and is now dressed out for the second half.
Yeah, maybe, if you're a Hayesville fan, you're going to hope that he's that spark that Hayesville needs to get that offense going. And he could also be a great asset at stopping that run game on defense.
Yeah, and if you're Hayesville, you need something like that. You need some playmakers. And here's the thing, it can't be just him, but maybe he's the spark that ignites the fire for the Yellow Jackets. Because if you're Hayesville, you're trying to get back in this thing. You need a couple of good things to happen. You're going to have to force one, if not 2 or 3 turnovers, and be clean yourself and find a way back into this game.
Yeah, and if you're Caldwell, it's definitely a welcome back. That's a big target. It may give him a little safety blanket. If nothing else is open, you may try to throw it up to Jake and let him go get the ball.
Directional kick for Chandler. I tell you what, Hayesville almost got on that, but Donovan Gronwald smartly downs it about the 31. And there goes McTaggart back out on the field.
First and 10, Swain.
If you're the Hayesville defense, you just had to kick off to start the half. You got to get a stop. You cannot find yourself down 4 scores. If you find yourself down 4 scores, Brack, you're looking for miracles.
Most definitely. We'll see what happens here.
First and 10. Carson Taylor out on a big first down run for about 8 yards.
Carson Taylor on the carry.
Yeah, there wasn't much of a hole there, but he hit it so quickly and so fast that his momentum carried him about 9 yards there, Caleb.
Yeah.
Of the Yellow Jackets.
I think that's one of the things that you look for in the offseason if you're the Yellow Jacket. On the D-line, you got, McTaggart's back out there now, but the whole first half you're playing a bunch of sophomores. You need to try and get some size to you and hit the weight room in the offseason, see if you can start matching the size of some of your opponents as Lillard fakes the handoff and gets about 4 or 5 yards, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Tackled by number 44, Jake McTaggart.
First and 10 from the Maroon Devil 46. Halftime score, I forgot to mention that. We kind of got off track when we saw McTaggart dressed out. Hey, pretty good game over in Murphy, closer than people thought it might be. Murphy leads 14-10. That was the score at halftime at least. We'll see if we can get some more updates from Jake West and Brandon Stevens. Good, tough run by Gronwald. Takes multiple guys to bring him down. Finally, number 68 for Hayesville.
I believe that's Connor Reese.
Connor Reese cleans it up.
Yeah, he's a big, tough guy to bring down. Good effort for Hayesville to not let him break that and get more yards.
Connor Reese. The second down, about 4.
Willard under center. Gronwald motions. Big play by McTaggart, man. He almost took the handoff, Brack.
Yeah, he's so long and tall, and he's fired up. Looks like that he's been wanting to play. Sitting out 2 games may, really make him mad and make him want to play, do some big damage.
And it's kind of interesting, they've moved him, and when you have a really good player that's also got a lot of sides, you do that. They've moved around. He's played outside linebacker, DN, and he's playing nose tackle right now.
Yeah, that's where they're, especially on this right side of Swain's offensive lines, where Hayesville's been struggling to contain, and they're going to wrap him up.
2-yard gain for Collins, but that's not a first down. And now it's decision time. If you're Swain, you're up 28-7. Are you going forward on 4th down from Hayesville's 45?
Yeah, I would look to get Carson the ball here. Like we've talked about, when he gets the ball, he usually falls about 2-3 yards anyways. Yeah. But it's been to that right side, and with McTaggart on that, but I'd say they're going to go for it here.
Yeah. 9 minutes left to play. Swain burning lots of clock. Big 4th down play. 4th and 2, Brack. Hand off to Taylor. He gets some room, and he's making people miss. Just throwing vicious stiff arms. And I tell you what, he didn't get 10 yards, Brack, but he got the 2.5 that he needed for a first down.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought 2 yards, but you got to give it to the kid for that extra effort to get that first down.
For a first down, be first and 10, Swain.
Tell you what, there's not a lot of guys that can throw a stiff arm to Taylor McClure and keep him off, but he took the brunt of that one there. Collins out around the edge, only gets about a yard, maybe 2. As Hayesville defense trying. Brack, I mean, here's the thing right now. If Swain, though, they're just getting 2 and 3 yards at a time. At some point, you're going to have to force a turnover or try to get some type of tackle for loss.
Yeah, that's a good start. Only give him up a yard. Push him outside to keep some of that clock. They're in a hole. They're going to need that later on if they're going to, look to come back.
2nd and 9. Quick bubble screen pass. Gronwald's got all kinds of room. Big hit by number 3, Kevin Kleckner. But just as Hayesville's defense was inching up, they hit the quick pop pass to the outside there for a first down.
Yeah, that's a great play call from Swain. They've been running it, get a quick throw outside and bust it up for a first down.
Pass was good enough for a first down. Ball's sitting on the 30-yard line.
Other than the time coming off the clock, Brack, no problem from the Hayesville defense yet, but you got to come up with a stop. Can't give up points here. First and 10. Another sweep to Collins. Yeah, Jake McTaggart from the opposite defensive tackle position gets all the way out. I'll tell you what, Brack, you're right about one thing. McTaggart's fired up.
Yeah, that was a great pursuit angle. He was determined to make that play and catches him in the backfield for a loss. Good play from 44 there.
Second and 12, 7:20 left to play here in the third quarter. It's a deep ball, bobbled. Asher Brown made a great play on that because if Hyatt catches that, he's in for 6, Brack.
Yeah, that was a great play. Way to time that perfectly and able to just distract him enough not to come up with that ball.
Defended on the play is number 1, Asher Brown.
Big third down here coming up, Caleb.
Absolutely.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
And here's the thing. You got to find a way to get pressure on the quarterback, Brack. Lillard's not had his best night throwing the ball, but I will say something. He's had the time, and you can't blame his O-line.
Yeah, and that time, he did pass, and it looked like Jake got double-teamed on that. Still was able to jump up and,
Timeout, Swain. They're going to talk about this big third down play. So we're going to take timeout with them. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin live on FLineTV.com. Swain leads 28-7. 7 minutes left to play here in the third quarter.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, 'cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted name.
Caleb Tollenbach Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com for a big third down play here for both teams. If you're Swain, you pick this up, you're just inching closer to victory. And if you're Hayesville, got to get a stop if you want a chance. Ricky McCullough gets in, and I don't know if it's a sack because Lillard got forward, but a great play there by the senior McCullough.
Yeah, that was a great chase down from the backside. Able to come up with a big stop on third down.
On the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. Going to force Swain into a fourth down.
We'll see what Swain does here with 4th and 12.
Yeah, interesting. Looks like they're keeping the offense out there.
Yeah, you know, they may...
I mean, are you going to punt from the 32, I guess? Probably not.
No, you know, they may play it safe with a handoff to the right side for 32. We'll see if they go back to that, or, you know, maybe they take a shot here. You got 15 spread out wide.
Shotgun for the first time all night. It's a deep ball. Oh, no, Hyatt's got it, and he's in. Let's see. Did they mark him out? They're going to mark him down at the 1-inch line, Brack.
Yeah, blown coverage. I mean, the one thing you can't do on 4th and 12 is let somebody get behind you.
And just as Hayesville's defense bowed out to make a stop, massive 4th down completion for Swain. And we finally see Lillard put a little more air under that one and have great touch to find Hyatt.
First down. Goal to go for the Maroon Devils.
And Carson Taylor in for the touchdown. Hard to stop from the half-yard line. Swain's going to go up 4 scores. Brack, man, it's tough because Hayesville's defense looked like they had forced a stop and gives up a big one.
Yeah, you know, that was Isaac Chandler out there. I think he went in for Logan Caldwell to give him a few, you know, breathers on defense. It's hard to get up to game speed if you haven't been out there covering.
So we wait the extra point.
Kick is up, and that'll be good.
Swain takes the 35-7 lead. 6:09 left to play here in the third quarter. Going to take a quick break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
At Circuit.
Caleb Tollenbach Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. Swain's taking a 35-7 lead. Man, had a good chance there, Brack. But now if you're Hayes, get your offense back out on the field, try to score quick, and you're going to have to start hoping for some outside kicks and some special stuff. Let's see. Kicks deep. Money catches it. Makes one guy miss. Tries to get to the outside, and he's wrapped up about the 21, 22-yard line. Good to see Caldwell going out there after he was banged up at the end of the second quarter.
Kickoff is returned to the 21.5.
Yeah, there was no doubt in my mind he wasn't coming back out after halftime. You know, he's a tough kid, and he wants to be out there, like we said earlier. If he can go, he's going to go.
Absolutely. Handoff up the middle to Taylor McClure. Doesn't get anything.
Number 20, Taylor McClure on the carry. Tackled by number 57, Lucas Sutton.
Yeah, so it looks like Jake's in the backfield at this point, huh?
You know, he played in the backfield at Georgia Force. This is the last time he played. I'm sure you'll see him move around all over.
Looks like it.
It's hard to take him down. One guy, number 20 for Swain. Don't have a number on the roster for him. I apologize. Had McTaggart by the belt.
Yeah, they read that play. I mean, there was 4 out, split out left, and McTaggart in the back, and just a little quick screen to him, and hey, positive yards.
Yeah. Still brings up 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Going to be a handoff to McTaggart around the outside, fighting for yards. Good 2nd and 3rd effort just to get 3 or 4 yards for the 1st down. Here's the thing for Hayesville, though. That's good, but if you want to find a way back in this game, it's got to be quicker.
Yeah, you're going to have to put some points on the board in a hurry, Caleb, if you want to get back in this ball game. And, running the ball for 4 or 5 yards.
I get it. There on 3rd down, you just got to pick up your 3rd downs, whatever moves the chains. But on 1st and 2nd downs, at some point, you're going to have to take some shots.
Definitely.
Big play to Kyle Lunsford. He gets behind the defense, but we got a flag, and I just about guarantee you, Brack, once again, we're going to have ineligible man downfield, I'm guessing. And it's hard. We're running these RPOs, and you can't wait on the RPOs.
No.
Because the linemen are getting downfield, unless we have holding.
Lunsford was there. He was there early. Caldwell's just got to do a little bit quicker of a job picking that up, and I think you avoid that call.
Yep, ineligible man. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Your deep route's not your route on the RPO. You run one guy deep just to keep the defense honest, and if your first look's not there on the pass, you have to run it. I mean, that's just your only option.
Yep.
You almost want to think maybe you just get more traditional drop back and pass and stop with some of the RPO stuff. It can work great at times because if you get it rolling in an RPO system, and I've said RPO a bunch tonight, Brack, for folks that don't know, that's run pass option. That means your linemen are going to run block most of the time, but there's a quick passing option, but keyword on quick.
Yeah, absolutely. With as aggressive as Swain's linebacking core is, they're probably trying to keep them hesitating a little bit, get them to bite up a little bit and try to get something behind them. But they're a pretty tall bunch, and I'm able to, get some coverage out there. But we'll see what happens from here.
Caldwell takes a snap. It's a screen pass to Taylor McClure, but Hazel's blockers missed the one guy you had to block right there. If you get a block out on number 57 for Swain, that has a chance to go a long way. And that's the thing on a screen pass when you're a lineman, you wait to trickle downfield because the ball's got to get out, and then it's just the first guy you find. Because when you design a screen pass, you don't know who's going to be there. The goal is to get the whole D-line to rush the quarterback and bite.
Yep.
So it's not like a zone running play where you can say, okay, this left guard's going to block this guy, the center's going to block. You got to just find someone to block, and they missed them there. 2nd and 10. Caldwell fakes the handoff to McTaggart. Makes multiple guys miss, but it's only a short gain. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6. Another big 3rd down for the Yellow Jackets here, Brack.
Yeah,
Lots of time coming off the clock, though. Only 3:30 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Roll out. Throwing it deep to McTaggart. Does he get the foot in? No, he doesn't. I think that's the right call. I know that's tough. It's hard when you got Jake McTaggart big, size 15, 16 cleat in, and I do think he was out of bounds from my vantage point, Brack.
Yeah, I spoke about the one on Swain sidelines earlier. Jake's got some big feet. He is wearing white cleats, and that is a white, sideline there.
And now we got a flag on somebody. I'm guessing that's on Hayesville for saying something you shouldn't say after a play like that. We'll see who they call it on. I'm just getting tired of all the dang flags, Brack. Like, at some point, let the kids play and understand that frustration's a part of the game.
Yeah, you know, the Smoky Mountain Conference is known for being tough and physical. You got to expect that kind of game. Fans unhappy about that, Caleb.
Yeah. And now it's 4th down. It's going to back the Yellow Jackets way up. I don't know if you punt. Fourth and 10. You're down 28. I mean, you almost have to go for it.
Yeah, you know, they've...
Or no, now they're backing them up further. Referees just don't know what they're doing, Brack. I'm getting tired of it, just to be honest. And let me state this. All the credit in the world to Swain, for the Swain folks that are watching tonight. Swain has played incredible.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong about that. Swain's a great football team, but I just want our referees to do a better job for these young athletes. Going to be a timeout. I think Hayesville took that, trying to figure out what they're going to do. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Tom Brack Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com, and after getting backed up on a 15-yard penalty, Hayesville does send out the punt unit because, I mean, you can't go for it on, no matter what the score is, you can't go for it on 4th and 25 from your own 25. Fair catch called for. Pretty good kick there. About a 35, almost 40-yarder by Chandler.
Yeah, and he did a good job there, Caleb. But it was a little high of a snap. He had to jump up there and was able to come down with it. Could have been a bad situation if that went over.
Yeah.
Caleb, I got a score update for you. Looks like end of the 3rd quarter, Murphy leads Robbinsville 20-17.
Man, I can't wait to get to the post-game show and hear what Jake West has to say and Brandon Stevens, because obviously that game's, no matter how big either team's ever favored, the Murphy-Swains, the Swain-Robbinsville, and the Murphy-Robbinsville games always end up close. Swain throws a quick one out to Groenwald, I think. Yeah. No, it's... Trying to see that number. It's on the far side of the field.
Yeah, I think you're right, Caleb.
About 7, maybe 8 yards would be 2nd down and about 3.
That's number 16, Gage Jones, on the catch. That's our Groenwald 6. His little number 1 on the side of his jersey got rolled up just a little bit. Another sweep handoff. Big gainer for Collins.
Gets around the right end before he's forced out of bounds.
He's going to be shaking up on the play, Caleb.
Yeah. I think he might be cramping.
Yeah, I hope so, because that number 32 grabbed his leg like he was cramping.
Collins has run hard tonight, lots of yardage on the sweeps. While we work on that injury, Brack, we're going to take a quick break. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. You're watching live on FLineTV.com.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the endless aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Cam Tom, Brack Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. 1st and 10, Maroon Devils from the Hayesville 35. Handoff to number 4. I think that is Zachary Stepp. Stepp came in for Collins after it looked like Collins was cramping up. Collins gives them some promise. Him and Lillard next year will be leading the way because, Groenwald, Hyatt, big number 32, Carson Taylor. They got a lot of senior skill players, but obviously it'll be a important duo, Collins and Lillard, going forward. I tell you what, Swain's not lost a conference game yet, Brack. They're looking for big things this year as well. Looks like going to be a false start. Or, not a false start, an encroachment on Hayesville.
Yeah, try to get there a little early. And, I got to go watch Swain and Hayesville's JV teams play, and I think the Swain County program is in good hands with those kids coming up. They were undefeated. You got to give it to Hayesville's JV team. Went over there and was able to come up with a win on an undefeated team. So
yeah,
the future's bright for both of these teams. Hayesville's varsity team is just as you could say they're really young.
Oh, they wrap him up, and Stepp gets out, but that's not a smart play. He tried to reverse field. He ended up losing about, 6-7 yards.
Yeah,
it's just all instinct there, though.
I kind of marveled he was able to get away from that.
It's all instinct there, though. You're just running for your life, and he went in the wrong direction that time. But like you said, amazing he could even break the tackle. That's going to back it up 3rd and 7. Lillard going to keep it himself. Ball's out. Yellow Jackets are on it. I think McTaggart forced the fumble. Trying to see who picked it up. Didn't see who made the recovery.
Jeremy Graves, I believe.
Yeah. Believe you're correct on that. I think it was McTaggart that hit him.
Yeah, a good job to number 20, Taylor McClure, kept that play inside and had Big Jake come clean it up for him.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. You got to keep them inside and let your linebackers and your defensive linemen make that play.
Absolutely. Hayesville 5 wide, 29 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Finds McTaggart across the middle. Might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Only 20 seconds left unless Hayesville can get one off quick. They're trying to get a play in. 2nd and 4.
I don't think you're going to have enough time, Caleb.
They're trying.
Pretty close.
5 seconds left. Hayesville does get the snap off. Looking deep, running verticals. Oh, and it's off the hands of Isaac Chandler. Great ball by Caldwell there on the run. But incomplete, Brack. So that's going to be a 3rd down coming up for Hayesville to start the 4th quarter. But with the quarter break, we're going to take a quick break with him. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin live on FLineTV.com. Caleb Tollenbrack Martin back with you here for the start of fourth quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets. Caldwell takes the snap. Finds Lunsford. Trying to get a block. But he's able to get enough for the first down. Tell you what, Lunsford, Yellow Jacket offense is struggling tonight, but don't tell Kyle Lunsford that, as he's having a pretty good night, Brack. Especially, I mean, I know his long bomb catch was called back.
Yeah, I mean, when they call his number, he's ready for it. Yeah, unfortunately, that long play that would have been huge for the Jackets got called back.
First and 10 from their own 42. And there's going to be holding. Doesn't matter what Caldwell does here. Holding on the Yellow Jacket offensive line. Because as Hayesville's had the same head referee the last 3 weeks, and he doesn't even know what he's doing.
No.
He just called. I know our cameraman
it's on Hayesville.
Cameraman didn't catch that one as he was following some of the players back, but first the referee signaled false start, and then he changed his mind. Oh no, it's holding.
We need to check his contract, see if he's got an incentive for throwing flags.
You don't get paid by the flag. Tell you what though, Brack, I can't wait to see this Maroon Devil team take on Murphy. I think those two are firmly putting themselves in the top of the conference for that conversation. Who could win it this year?
I wouldn't sleep on Robbinsville either.
I don't know how Taylor McClure held on to that, but he almost gets back to the line of scrimmage on the screen pass. No, that was right. There was a holding, so he actually does get about 6 or 7 yards. So he gets back to almost the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11.
Caldwell, empty backfield. He'll take the snap, drop back, looks downfield, throws
Chucks it deep. Ball stays up in the air for a while as it gets bobbled around. Had a couple of Maroon Devils and a couple of Yellow Jackets there, but it eventually falls to the turf.
Yeah, you know, it looked like number 3, Kleckner, and Jake almost ran into each other. A little miscommunication on whose ball that was, but it's that's hard to do when you got 3 Maroon Devils surrounding both of you.
Absolutely.
That's going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
$10:21 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's a double pass, and Jake McTaggart looking around forever finally finds Asher Brown. That's the longest double pass I've ever seen, Brack.
Hey, Caleb, I'm just impressed there's no flags on that play.
Do you believe in miracles?
It happens. That's going to bring up a
Well, I mean, and here's my thing, too, is let's be realistic about it. Swain's leading 35-7 here in the fourth quarter. I bet Swain's, unless it's egregious, Swain's coaching staff doesn't want flags. Hazel's coaching staff doesn't want flags. Let's let some of the younger players play. You know what I mean? Like, let's not have this fourth quarter take 2 hours as we wait for referees to figure out what they're going to call. 4th down for Hayesville. Caldwell takes a snap. Looks to pass quick. He's going to try and scramble, gets to the first down. He's going to get that, and then some as he gets a great block, too, by Asher Brown downfield.
Yeah, that time he had nowhere to go with the ball, makes the right decision, and picks up the first down himself. Good play off Caldwell.
First and 10, 9:20 left to play, give or take, here in the fourth quarter. Caldwell's going to pull it on the fake. Oh, and gosh, if he can stay on his feet, Brack, that 8-yard gain could have been a 20-yard gain, but good first down yardage.
Yeah, I now that I think about it, I'm a little surprised that he doesn't have, with his speed and agility, I know he's usually rolling out, left or right, but have a few more of those designed QB runs. I mean, when your running back can't get the yardage, let your quarterback try it.
Ooh, and Caldwell just missed there. I don't know if that was a missed route as he was pointing to one of his wide receivers.
Yeah,
but thankfully that one fell to the turf.
Yeah, I mean, Lunsford was in the area. I don't think Chandler was looking for the ball. He kind of just threw it in between them. Just going to bring up third down.
Third and 2. Taylor McClure gets the handoff, finds a little bit of space, gets out for the first down.
Taylor McClure tries the left side. Picks up sizable yardage. Looks like it's going to be a first down for the Jackets. Ball's going to be placed down on about the 17-yard line.
8:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Hazel in the red zone. It's going to be a handoff to McTaggart. He's around the right side. Wrapped up, and we got a late flag. Man, Brack, it'd been nice going 3 or 4 straight plays of flag. I mean, McTaggart was on the ground when the flag came in.
Yeah, and it came from the sideline.
Holding on the Yellow Jackets. Going to back him up.
I don't think he'd thrown his flag for that yet. I think he was just trying to get in on the action.
Oh, that's tough. Your side judge responsibility typically isn't holding. It's going to back the Yellow Jackets up. Repeat first down, make it 1st and 18. Caldwell takes the snap. Looking, rolls out. Finds McTaggart. As McTaggart broke off his route smartly. QB scramble drill there. And McTaggart gets a bunch of the yardage back. Good ball by Caldwell on the run. Going to make it 2nd and we'll say 4.
Yeah, good job by Caldwell. He had to scramble, roll a little bit outside. I don't think that's what he intended, started the play off, but way to make something out of nothing.
Handoff to Taylor McClure up the middle. He's fighting, and he gets out close to the goal line. Going to be down about the 1.
Great effort there out of number 20, Taylor McClure. Try to put it in the end zone.
McClure takes the ball inside. Carries the ball down to inside the 1-yard line. The 1st and goal, Jacket.
I'll look for another Taylor McClure handoff up the middle here. McClure gets hit in the backfield but fights hard. Finds a way to get in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that impressive. Looked like 3 Maroon Devils were in the backfield waiting on him, and he's able to slip through and punch it in.
Chandler on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Extra point is through. It's going to make it 35-14. Maroon Devils lead. 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FLineTV.com. Swain leads 35-14 after the Hayesville score. I think there's a decent chance you might see an onside kick out of Hayesville or something in the direction where Hayesville's got a chance to recover it, Brack. You gotta find a way to make something happen here. No, they kick deep. Hyatt catches it. Good return by Swain. You hear the Hayesville fans yelling for a block in the back. I think number 3 for Hayesville, Kevin Kleckner, got down there and most definitely got pushed in the back. But
he went flying through there, you know. I guess maybe they couldn't find their flag, but we know from earlier that they sure do know where it's at.
it's a good Maroon Devil team, though. Got a score update on Murphy. Cody Klein hit his second field goal of the game, tied it up 20-20.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to give it to these Maroon Devils. They've came out. They've got good push on the offensive line. They've got good penetration on the defensive line. They've ran the ball like they wanted to. They've made some pass plays that have been pretty well. Great effort out of the Maroon Devils.
Timeout, though. We're going to take a quick break.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
Third time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay, I'll be here, cause I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
Caleb Tall and Brack Martin back with you. I believe it's in the fourth quarter and over in Andrews, and Cherokee leads 12-9, Brack. That's an interesting score. I'm guessing Cherokee had 7, excuse me, Andrews had 7 at one point, so they must have got safetied, Cherokee must have gotten a safety by the Wildcats. So, hey, check out that game, though. If you're watching ours, if it was me, I'd be at home and have my preferred game on the TV and my other game up on the laptop.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I do on Saturdays, Brack. When the kids go down for nap time, right around noon kickoff, it's time to get all the TVs and laptops and phones up, try to have 4 or 5 college football games on.
Oh, yeah. Technology's advanced well enough to where, it's no problem to watch 2 games. I'm with you. I'll have a game up. I'll have a game on my phone. I'll have one on the laptop sometimes. It just depends on who's playing, but I'm going to always pull for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Another handoff up the middle. Wrapped up there. Good to start to see there's some younger Yellow Jackets getting into the game, Brack. I'm going to try and pull up some of our rosters here.
Yeah, and that was a run by number 20 for the Maroon Devils, which I don't have on my roster here.
Max Preps only will get you so far sometimes. Third down. Another handoff up the middle. Wrapped up there by Hayesville, but it's going to probably be enough for a first down. Good play there by Tyler Hilton.
About 4 yards. Going to be enough for a first down.
Be tough at this point in the game. 35-14, 5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. One or a couple more first downs, and Swain's going to be able to run this clock out. Swain running hard up the middle, close to a first down. Good tough run, trying to see who the back was there.
Again, Maroon Devils powered forward.
I think that's number 7, James Stroman, possibly.
Yards. Gonna bring up another first down. Ball's
was enough for a first down. 4:20 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Yellow Jackets.
We're going to be back again live next week, Brack.
Yeah,
We got Cherokee next week, so
Cherokee.
another last, I believe that's the last home game of the year for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I think it's going to be their senior night, Caleb.
Quarterback keeper.
Unless, of course, highly doubtful that we'd get a home playoff game. But the way the RPI ratings work, Brack, I don't know if you've looked into the new state ranking system.
No, I didn't, but I
It's,
heard Jake talk about it a little
It's
bit.
highly confusing, and yeah, that's what I got.
All right, then. Yeah, I meant to ask you about that. I heard your Thursday night press box talk with Jake West, and
It's a confusing system. Here's the thing. I think what you'll see with the RPI ratings is all that's going to matter is the end of the year, Brack.
yeah.
Do the ratings accurately reflect what they should after the last game of the season? I think we have to give the system that much time to find out. Quarterback keeper. It's number 12, the sophomore Lawson Woodard in at quarterback. Big gainer on first down. Lots of freshmen and sophomores in the game for the Yellow Jackets right now.
And on the stop for the Yellow Jackets, we'll bring up second and about 1. Ball on the 11-yard line.
Swain going to get in for the score.
What an
tough,
effort.
Tough run in there by number 20 for Swain.
Dawson Fuller.
Yeah, the way he's running the ball there, I mean, this is, some second string players coming in, but he's keeping his feet driving. He's running hard. I don't know if that's one that they may have pulled up from the JV team, but if so, the future looks bright at that running
Yeah.
back position.
.247 left to play. Extra points up, and it's good. Swain takes a 42-14 lead. We're going to take a quick break and be back with you for the end of the fourth quarter. Caleb Tallman for Brack Martin. You're watching live on FYNTV.com. Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin back with you live on FYNTV.com. So you await the Swain kickoff. Kickoff's deep to Davenport. Good air under that kick. Davenport upended as someone from Swain got through unabated.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have Tate Roberts come in at quarterback here, Caleb. Let the freshman play.
Absolutely. I mean, you're down 42-14. There's no chance of coming back in this game, so give the young guys some time. Going to be a handoff to Michael Money, who we saw on kickoff return a little bit tonight. He's up for about 7 yards on first down. Good run.
Hey, like I said, Hayesville's JV team was able to beat Swain's JV team, and maybe a little reflection of what we saw at that game. Tate and Michael Money were able to get it done over there, so
6 yard.
I expect him to move the ball here a little bit.
Second and 3. Another good run, I believe, by Money, who's out for first down yardage.
Bobbing and weaving gets it to the
Do have a final for you over in Andrews, I believe. Cherokee wins 12-9. Low scoring ball game.
Close game.
We'll try to find out some more on the Murphy game here momentarily. Good pass there by Tate out to Chandler Dempsey, who's upended.
pass is complete. Gonna bring up second down for the Jackets.
Found out a little more, Brack. That field goal that Cody Klein for Robbinsville that tied the game with Murphy, 6:46 remaining in the fourth quarter, was a 45-yarder.
That's impressive, especially it being at Murphy.
Yeah.
You know that place was loud.
We'll get a score update for you there as quick as we can, folks. Tate out the pass, throws a jump pass, almost intercepted. Dangerous ball.
Pass is tipped, falls incomplete.
Yeah, you know, he looked to find Michael Money there, one of his favorite targets, and unfortunately didn't see that big 56 running full speed at him, and
Hey.
he almost came up with it.
I've got a. Granted, this comes from NC Prep, so we'll hear from Jake West at the end of the game. It's saying that Cody Klein hit a 47-yarder in overtime, I think, to win the game.
Wow.
We'll find out here.
There's your player of the game, if that's true.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who would have thought a kicker would decided that game?
Yeah.
Well, Jake did say it could come down to extra points.
Carson Taylor with the carry. Moves the ball out to the 41-yard line.
40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Hayesville's going to have enough time to just maybe run one more play.
Yep. Going to be quarterback run. Tate Roberts out on the keeper, and that's going to do it, folks. Ball game over. Swain beats the Yellow Jackets 42-14. Brad, give us some post-game thoughts real quick. And then, folks, I ask you to stick around and watch as our next stream will pop up for the Western North Carolina post-game show.
You know, Caleb, I think Hayesville had, I would like to know the amount of penalty yardages that, you know, all the credit to Swain County. They came over here, played a heck of a ball game, did what they wanted to. Like I said, got a good push. It was good to see Jake McTaggart back out there. Did provide somewhat of a spark, but you know when you're trailing by 21 points going into halftime, that's a difficult thing to overcome. I look forward to next week, and hopefully Hayesville can show up and get a win against Cherokee.
Absolutely, I appreciate you joining me tonight, Brack. That's going to do it for us, folks. Thank you for watching. Hey, and we'll be back live again next week for Cherokee. And stick around and hop on Twitter, Facebook, FYN TV, and check out the Western North Carolina postgame show. Caleb Tom for Brack Martin. Have a great night, folks.